Governor Fubara confirms over 600 billion naira in state treasury. NLC protests over rising insecurity in different parts of the country. Echi local government chairman places 1 million naira reward for information on suspected killers of middle age. 4 persons rescued after plane crash in Imo State. On the foreign scene, suspect in Australia, Bondi Beach mass shooting charged with 59 offences. I'm Sam Chinedu, and the news continues after the break. River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has confirmed that he met over 600 billion naira in the state treasury when he resumed from his 6-month suspension. Recall that the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Martin Amaehule, had said that the former sole administrator, retired Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas, left over 600 billion naira in the state account at the end of the emergency rule. The governor, who confirmed this while commissioning the 14.2-kilometer Obidi Ozochi Road and Bridge project in Ahoda East, also said he left more than 300 billion naira in the account before his suspension. He said in the next 6 months, he will give Rivers people an account of how their money is being utilized.
We left over 300 and something billion. When we came back, we met about 600 and something. Every penny that we're spending, record is there. And evidence of it shown within now and the next 6 months. There is no issue on what I would do with the money they make. If there is one thing I can say and do, and I'm even proud of this, nobody can associate me with anything that has to do with any bad thing.
He assured Rivers people that their resources are being spent judiciously.
We don't believe in flagging up projects and also spend money to commission. So let's save you the money of flagging off and entertain you when we are ready to tell you that this is what we have done with your money. Call me any day, anytime. The record is there. Right from the time I started taking responsibility in account, my records are there. I'm not even talking about the immediate past administration. I'm even talking about the previous administration. When it comes to issues of record keeping, it is my profession. So you don't need to worry about what happens to your money. We are using your money for the interest of Rivers people.
Governor Fubara, who said the road was initiated by the immediate past administration at the request of Dr. Edison Ehie, promised to extend the road. The highlight of the event was the presentation of 14 cows to the governor, which represents each kilometer in the 14.2-kilometer road and 500 plots of land. The chairman of Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, in Rivers State, Alex Agwanwo, has called on the federal government to prioritize solving the problem of insecurity in the country. Agwanwo made this call on Wednesday during the peaceful protest at the government house in Port Harcourt. He said the union is disturbed with the rising cases of insecurity. He also dismissed any political undertone to the nationwide protest.
What we are protesting today is to tell the federal government the issue of insecurity is a serious concern. Most of our workers have been kidnapped, our family members have been kidnapped, our children have been kidnapped. So we have suffered so much on this. If you go to the north, 96 schools have been closed down. Children cannot go to school. It will move from normal insecurity of last to even financial security, where people cannot even go to farms. The government should step up action. I know they are doing a lot, but they should step up the action to make sure that the lives and properties of Nigerians are well secured.
Also speaking, the chairman of Construction Workers Association and vice chairman of NLC, Stephen Okoro, described the insecurity in the country as a national problem. He said the situation does not only affect workers, but every sector of the country.
I'm here to support you and support ourselves on the issues confronting Nigeria. Not only Nigeria workers, but the entire country. Insecurity is a big challenge. In the south, we can say it's a little bit mild. But if you go down deep to the north, you discover that you can't sleep in your country. You can't sleep well. People are dying on a daily basis. But we thank God for the social media that today informations are going around because the social media is working. If not, the kind of government we have, they will have silent everything. But today movement is natural. We are going there peacefully on the ground to protest on insecurity in our land. We are concerned as workers, and we cannot continue to fold our hands as workers. Workers are in pains. If it did not happen to you, you will not know. In Cuba,
Correspondent Soibi Ruwari reports that the Permanent Secretary of Government House, Chukwuma Augustine, who addressed the workers on behalf of the governor, commended them for their peaceful deposition and promise to deliver their letter. Meanwhile, a civil rights advocate, Opunabo Inkotaria, has criticized the NLC over its protest against insecurity in Nigeria. Speaking in an interview with correspondent Emeka Otuka, Inkotaria said the NLC, under its current leadership, has failed to act in the interests of Nigerians, but rather for personal gains. He questioned what he described as the expectations of the NLC from the federal government, noting that the government is already responding to security challenges following external pressure.
First and foremost, I'm not in support of the purported protest over insecurity by the NLC. Why are they protesting now? Why did they not protest before the threat by Donald Trump? What do they expect the federal government to do right now that the federal government is not doing, occasioned by Donald Trump's threat of intervention? So why are they protesting? They are protesting because they want the federal government to invite them to negotiate with them. The NLC is never serious.
He also argued that the past protests by the NLC have not produced tangible results for ordinary Nigerians.
At no point has NLC threatened the federal government to go on strike, went on strike, and what their demands were met. The whole essence of this process, we've approached the festive period, or we're in festive period already, and so they just need money for pecuniary reasons. They are using that of insecurity as a subterfuge. It's just a small screen.
And still on labor matters, pensioners in River State have appealed to the state government to urgently pay their outstanding pensions and gratuities. The spokesperson of the pensioners, Sam Eke, made the appeal during a general meeting of the members held in Port Harcourt today. He revealed that some members have not received their monthly pensions and entitlements and called on the governor to release funds to clear the backlog of payments.
Our members were not paid their August monthly pension, and even the 32,000 that was paid was not paid to some of us. Because today we have taken the bulls by the horn to go and ask the head of service to see why our members have not received their 32,000 monthly pension since August, and 10,000 transport fee that was given during the verification exercise. For the first time in the history of Rivers State, we are having the deputy governor and the governor coming from the civil service. So pensioners should not suffer. So we want to appeal to His Excellency substantial bulk money to clear the arrears of monthly pension and gratuity owed to pensioners in Rivers State.
Also speaking, Tennyson Dagogo Brown lamented the delay in payment despite fulfilling all documentation requirements.
Unfortunately, when our government was put away, we had issues concerning our salaries, allowances, and other pensions. So we have made it possible to see if we can do this all this while. We have been asked to bring bank statements on and off, and we have been doing so to no avail. People ask, all these are issues. Other pending issues are there. The message that is taken to the governor is that he should enable us have bulk money, the offset of pension, gratuities, and pension arrears.
On her part, Elizabeth Peters, in an interview with correspondent Soibi Ruwari, expressed concern over the rising number of deaths among pensioners due to delayed payments.
Because of the way we are losing our people. The last meeting we had, some people that were with us are no more. So we are pleading with the governor to please add more money to what he's released to be able to clear the gratuity and the pension arrears so that we can be alive and eat our money. Because it's and another thing, banks, they delay our payments. When money is released, at times before we monthly
community in Chukta, Igbo Eche local government area, where the community has now been thrown into mourning on this Wednesday morning following the killing of Mr. Shadrach Chikwem by suspected assailants. The incident occurred while the victim was attending a family meeting. The chairman of Eche Local Government Council, Chima Boniface Njoku, who visited the scene of the crime on Wednesday, expressed shock over the killing of Mr. Shadrach Chikwem and noted with dismay the rate of killings in the community. He also placed a bounty of 1 million naira for any information that would lead to the arrest of the assailants and their cohorts.
There is no way the so-called Naye who killed this man can go scot-free. I have declared Naye wanted. Within 2 weeks, the same boy has killed a lot of people. Police, investigate this Naye who killed this young man. I will not fold my hands to allow this country to make peaceful.
Said they were in a family meeting when one gift, Naye Okere, who was earlier declared wanted by the HA chairman, stormed their meeting with 4 others and first stabbed him. He explained that as the victim attempted to rescue him, he was shot dead and his body taken